Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and happy 2017. I love the first 2 weeks of January because everybody's still got hope and joy alive in their hearts. Why don't we try and extend that throughout the year? It ain't that hard. So today I want to bring you guys a video that you have requested 10,000 times. You guys ask me all the time for a Whole30 video. I'm here to deliver. And why this video is one that you should watch if you're on the Whole30 is because I have fallen off the wagon with the Whole30 several times. So I had to learn what I call Whole30 hacks to get through a consecutive Whole30. So I'm here today to bring you a few of my best hacks to stay on the Whole30. Okay, so I'm first going to start with my breakfast hacks. So I've got 3 little hacks here for breakfast. Breakfast is my favorite meal of the day typically, so I really had to find some hacks for this. Because if I fall off the wagon in the beginning of the day, it's game over and I'm going to eat 19 blizzards from Dairy Queen. Okay, so I like to start my day with caffeine. And I love coffee, but I love coffee with cream and sugar and sweetener and artificial sweetener and all those things. So I find it really beneficial for me to switch to tea when I'm doing the Whole30. So I really love these. These are Tea Forte and they're single steeps. So they come with all these different things. You can get these off of Amazon. I'm going to link all this below. Different caffeine levels depending on what time you're drinking them and a lot of different flavors. And I really like it because this is a single steep Tea Forte thing. So I'll put whatever kind I choose. This is Tupelo Honey Fig. So I'll put this in here and then I just put it in my Keurig and use the water from my Keurig. It's super easy. It's really flavorful. And it gives me a kick of caffeine without feeling that crash from coffee. Because when I feel that crash from coffee, I'm reaching for candies and desserts, stuff like that. So this is a good energy throughout the day kind of thing. That's a hack for me. Another hack, and this one is awesome. So I get these little silicone baking muffin tins off of Amazon, and I make what I call egg pies. So all you do is you make however many you want to make. So you want to make 3, then you use 3 eggs. However many holes of this you want to make, you're going to use that many eggs. All you do is put eggs, salt and pepper in a little bowl, mix it all up, and then add in whatever you want. So I usually add bacon, like 5 strips of bacon if I'm making a whole tray of these. I add in mushrooms, I add in spinach, I'll add in a little bit of cherry tomatoes, just a handful of whatever it is that you want as a topping. And it's really awesome because they come out like these little egg pies. I wish I had more to show you, but Kyle ate 8 of them last night. That's how much he loves them. And these are really easy because I keep them in a Ziploc baggie and I'll keep them for a whole week of the Whole30, or like 5 days. They usually don't last 5 days. I don't know who I'm kidding. 3 days. Because you can't skip that breakfast, okay? So this is awesome too. And then if you're having an emergency, and you're like, this is the day, I'm about to fall off the wagon, I'm going to tell you what to do. You get a Ziploc baggie and you get an old banana and some eggs. You then take a banana and a half and 2 eggs and you put it in a Ziploc baggie and you mash it up in between your hands. Mash, 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 mash. And then you're going to make what I call Whole30 compliant pancakes, which everybody else would probably call Whole30 compliant pancakes too. It's not me. I call it that. So you're going to put these on a skillet just like you would a normal pancake. They're a little bit fluffier and they're not going to be the consistency of a pancake. And then you're going to stew some berries. So I'll usually use like raspberries and blackberries and strawberries. You stew those in a little side dish and then you make this most decadent, awesome, even if I'm not on the Whole30, one of my favorite breakfasts ever, little pancake with this topping on it. You could also add, if you're like really ravenous, you could add a little bit of almond butter or something like that and make however many pancakes you need to not fall off the wagon. Okay, next let's move on to lunch. So meal prep has been hugely beneficial for me for lunch. So I buy these little containers. These are what the bodybuilders use off of Amazon. And I do meal prep for lunch. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to make a vegetable like sweet potatoes. So I'll make at the beginning of the week several sweet potatoes. I'm cooking for Kyle and I, so that's why I have so many. And I also like to do broccoli and cauliflower. So I just get these from Trader Joe's and I put them in a Ziploc baggie. And I use any type of like Whole30 compliant dressing. So I really love Zoe's Mediterranean Kitchen. And they told me that this is only oil and spices and vinegar. So this, I'm pretty sure is Whole30 compliant. So what I'll do is I'll just put that in there. I'll mix it all up. I'll bake it. And then I usually use chicken breast because I'm not trying to eat salmon after it's been cooked for 2 days, personally. But if you like to eat things like that, then go on ahead. So I'll do a protein, usually chicken breast, and then I'll do my broccoli or cauliflower, and then I'll do my sweet potatoes. It's really important to have something in there like a sweet potato or something that's got substance to it to kind of make you feel like you're full and stuff like that. So meal prep for me is a crucial hack for lunch. Sorry, I had to turn the light on. It's getting dark outside. Okay, another thing that really helps me is to have a snack that's filling laying around if I'm in desperation. So something that really helps me, these are from Trader Joe's. I really love these already peeled boiled eggs, and these have a little bit of a sweet taste to them. I'm not sure how or why, but they are Whole30 compliant because they just an egg. So I really love that. And then also almond butter. You can't eat peanut butter on the Whole30, but you can eat almond butter. So I always have a lot of like apples and almond butter because that seems to save me when I'm really feeling ravenous. Another thing, if you are having a major sugar attack, there are these bars. I ate my last one just now, so I can't show it to you. It's called an RX bar, and they're also Whole30 compliant. There are also a few Luna bars that are, but you don't want to go to those like needing a sugar fix all the time because that's definitely like going back to old habits and like trying to get that sugar in you, and the Whole30 is trying to rid you of all of that. Okay, and then last but not least, dinner. So I actually like to cook dinner when I'm on the Whole30. I love cooking, and cooking like relaxes me and calms me, and if I've had a long day and I'm feeling like, oh my gosh, I can't do this any longer, I can get myself in the kitchen and I can feel all right. So I'm going to show you guys my favorite easy recipe that you can keep on hand so that you don't have to go to the grocery store because you're starving to death and it's the Whole30 and it's miserable and there are 1,000 people, and like just keep this. You can keep this the entire Whole30. So I keep on hand the entire Whole30 spaghetti squashes, squashi, whatever the plural of spaghetti squash is, and sugar-free marinara sauce. Why? Because I can make 10,000 recipes with this. So I love spaghetti squash because it kind of gives me that feeling of, oh, I'm eating pasta. I tricked myself. Ow, that spaghetti squash is heavy. And it's really simple to cook, so you don't have to do anything. So I've been cooking my spaghetti squash 2 different ways. So if you're in a super huge hurry, if you're starving to death, cut the end off, slice it, take all the seeds out of the middle. Put it in a glass pan, upside down with a little bit of water and saran wrap, and cook it in the microwave for like 12 minutes. If you have time to bake it, which it'll be able to absorb a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper, I found this new way to do spaghetti squash where you put it in the same type of any kind of glass baking dish, cut it down the middle, pit it, put a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, and I put a tiny bit of chicken stock in the bottom, and then I put them upside down and I cover it with aluminum foil and I cook it for like 45 minutes on 350, depending on how big the squash is, and it gives it a lot more flavor and makes it feel a lot more hearty, which is awesome for Whole30. And then if you are super just like done with the day, just add this in. This is marinara sauce and it's awesome. But if you want to get fancy with it, you can do one of 2 things. So sometimes I'll add like meat because I need some substance. So I'll add half a pound of ground beef and half a pound of ground turkey. Also, what's really great is you can take that half and half pound and you can freeze that in Ziploc baggies if you want to buy it in bulk and just have it ready to cook this little super easy meal for dinner. Also, I really love, you can make this spaghetti squash pizza pie that is super awesome. So I have the recipe and I've done it on a vlog before and I can put it below, but basically it's a lot of vegetables and stuff, and then you put this in with the spaghetti squash with a few eggs and you bake it and it makes it more like a casserole. So long story short, my hacks for dinner are having things like this lying around because you can do 10,000 things with them. I'll show you what that looks like because I made it for today's. So all I did was add 1 can of that sauce, half a pound of ground turkey, half a pound of ground beef, like some chopped up mushrooms and a little bit of minced garlic and a chopped up onion. And that was super easy to make, and you can make that and use it for days. And then here is the spaghetti squash after it's spaghetti squashed. So it's really great, and you can make this and also add this to your lunch the next day for meal prep. And then lastly, if you're a person that's on the Whole30 who's giving up alcohol, I stopped drinking 2 years ago because I had to. But if you're a big drinker and you need something to drink that's kind of like, oh my gosh, I have to feel like I'm drinking something besides water, I really love the LaCroix flavored water. I think that helps out tremendously on the Whole30. I'm drinking them all day, every day. And also it's super important on the Whole30. I really love this mentality. So I don't remember where I heard it, but somebody said, don't say, oh, I can't have that. I can't have that. No, I can't go there because I can't have that. Say, no, I can't have that, but I don't want it. Because like you want to stay on the Whole30. So try and change your mindset about it. Like I did the Whole30 the first half and I was miserable. Laid out on the table, put an IV in my arm of some sugar. And then I did it to where I was like, you know what? I have got to learn to live a healthy lifestyle in this world where you have to go to 3 grocery stores to find bacon without sugar in it. And Whole30's helping me do that. So whatever it is that you need to put in your mind to finish the Whole30, do that, and I hope these hacks helped you out. Leave below if you have any questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not. And if you are on the Whole30, good luck. I'm with you. Thanks for watching.